Before modern police dramas filled with technology, rapid cuts, and digital investigations, there was a series that changed television history. In 1974, Policewoman premiered and broke what once seemed like an untouchable rule. For the first time, a woman led a police series as its unquestioned protagonist. Suzanne Pepper Anderson was not just a detective. She was intelligent, brave, strategic, and she paved the way for every female lead who came after her. But behind every episode, there was a talented cast, actors who already had well-established careers, and others who were just taking their first steps in front of the camera. Today, we're traveling back in time to discover the before and after of the actors who were part of Policewoman. Get ready for nostalgia, fascinating trivia, and stories that time nearly erased. This is the world of Policewoman. Angeline Brown, better known as Angie Dickinson, was born in 1931 in North Dakota. During the 1950s and 1960s, she appeared in numerous films and television series, gaining major recognition for her role in Rio Bravo, starring alongside John Wayne. Elegant, charismatic, and commanding on screen, she quickly became one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood. In 1974, Angie Dickinson made television history by portraying Sergeant Suzanne Pepper Anderson. She became the first woman to headline an American police drama series, an extremely bold and groundbreaking move at the time. Pepper Anderson was a police officer who often worked undercover, infiltrating dangerous environments to capture criminals. The character was intelligent, confident, courageous, and feminine, earning respect without imitating men. The series was a major rating success and earned Angie a Golden Globe Award along with multiple Emmy nominations. After Policewoman ended in 1978, Angie continued acting in films, television series, and made-for-TV movies over the following decades. Today, at 95 years old, Angie Dickinson is remembered not only as an actress, but as a true pioneer who paved the way for the female television leads who followed. Earl Holliman was born in 1928 in Louisiana. In the 1950s, he rose to prominence in Hollywood and won a Golden Globe Award for his performance in The Rainmaker. Over the following decades, he built a solid and respected career in films and television, becoming known for portraying serious, reliable characters with strong moral authority. In Policewoman, Holliman played Lieutenant Bill Crawley, the direct superior of Sergeant Pepper Anderson. Crawley was the kind of commander who was firm, experienced, and protective, someone who fully trusted Pepper's abilities and consistently supported her in the most dangerous missions. Earl Holliman's presence added credibility to the series, helping balance action, drama, and realistic police storytelling. After Policewoman ended, Earl continued working as a voice actor and appeared in several popular TV series, such as Chips and Nightman. Even as the years passed, he was remembered as an elegant and highly professional actor. Earl Holliman passed away in 2024 at the age of 96. Charles Dierkop was born in 1936 in Wisconsin. He began acting in the 1960s, appearing in numerous classic television series and in major films such as The Hustler and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He also made many guest appearances on shows like Star Trek, Batman, Kung Fu, and Daniel Boone. With his cold stare and commanding screen presence, Dierkop became known for playing tough, morally ambiguous, and often dangerous characters. In Policewoman, Charles Dierkop portrayed Sergeant Pete Royster, a recurring character within the LAPD. Royster was an experienced, blunt, and pragmatic officer who was frequently involved in the investigations led by Pepper Anderson. His presence added realism to the series, bringing a gritty, street-level edge that balanced the show's undercover and disguise-driven storylines. After the series, Dierkop continued to appear in police dramas, westerns, and independent films, maintaining a steady, though more low-profile career in later years. Charles Dierkop passed away in 2024 at the age of 87, following a heart attack and complications from pneumonia. Ed Bernard was born in 1939 in Pennsylvania. Before his big break on television, Ed Bernard began his career in theater and appeared in supporting roles in TV series and films in the early 1970s. His name started to gain attention through projects like Shaft and guest appearances on shows such as Kojak and Mannix, establishing him early on as a versatile and reliable actor. In Policewoman, Ed Bernard played Detective Joe Stiles, a frequent partner of Pepper Anderson. His character was intelligent, level-headed, and professional, far removed from the common stereotypes of the era. Joe Stiles was more than just a supporting character. He played an active role in investigations and represented an important shift in how Black characters were portrayed in 1970s police dramas. After Policewoman, Bernard maintained a steady and varied career in both television and film. He portrayed Principal Jim Willis on The White Shadow and Lieutenant Bill Giles on Hardcastle and McCormick. Ed Bernard is currently 86 years old. William Allen Shatner was born in 1931 in Canada. During the 1950s and 1960s, Shatner built a solid career in theater, film, and especially television, culminating in his most iconic role, Captain James T. Kirk on Star Trek. Even after Star Trek ended, Shatner remained extremely active, appearing in films, television series, and made-for-TV productions. On Policewoman, William Shatner made a special guest appearance during the show's first season. He portrayed Mark Ciprio, a college professor who becomes a witness to a murder. Ciprio is charismatic, dangerous, and emotionally unstable, becoming directly involved in the episode's central conflict with Pepper Anderson. Though a one-time appearance, it was a memorable performance that made full use of Shatner's fame and commanding screen presence, something very common in 1970s police dramas. After Policewoman, William Shatner went on to build one of the longest and most enduring careers in television history. In addition to returning to the Star Trek universe in films and later series, he found renewed acclaim on TV as the flamboyant lawyer Denny Crane on Boston Legal, a role that earned him multiple Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. Shatner also distinguished himself as an author, director, television host, and even a recording artist, becoming a permanent and unmistakable figure in pop culture. Thomas Mark Harmon was born in 1951 in California. The son of legendary American football player Tom Harmon, Mark initially followed a path in sports and played as a college quarterback before deciding to pursue acting. Early in his career, he appeared in small roles, learning the craft through dramatic and police television series of the era. In 1974, at just 23 years old, Mark Harmon was invited to make a guest appearance on Policewoman during the show's first season. At the time, he was still very much a television newcomer, appearing in a minor role typical of 1970s police dramas. This appearance belongs to the early phase of Harmon's career, when he was building experience across different series before landing major recurring roles. In the years that followed, Mark Harmon established himself as a leading man on shows like St. Elsewhere, and later achieved worldwide fame as Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs on NCIS, a role he played for nearly 2 decades. Now, 75 years old, he is regarded as one of the most enduring and respected actors in television history, known for portraying strong, ethical leaders with quiet authority. Robert Edward Crane, known as Bob Crane, was born in 1928 in Connecticut. Before becoming an actor, Bob Crane began his career in radio as a broadcaster and host, gaining popularity in the 1950s. Bob Crane made television history by portraying Colonel Robert Hogan on the series Hogan's Heroes. The comedy, set in a German prisoner of war camp during World War II, became a massive international hit. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Bob Crane made guest appearances on several television series, including Policewoman. On the show, he played Larry Brooks, a disc jockey who becomes the main suspect in the death of his wife. Over time, Crane stepped away from major studios and began living a more low-profile professional life. In 1978, Bob Crane was found brutally murdered at the age of 49 in a hotel room in Arizona. The case became infamous, inspired films and documentaries, and remains without a definitive resolution to this day. Ida Lupino was born in 1918 in London, England, and went on to become a prominent actress and filmmaker in Hollywood. She appeared in numerous films and television series beginning in the 1930s and became one of the pioneering women directors in both the film and television industries. Ida directed dozens of episodes of classic TV series such as Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Twilight Zone, and Gilligan's Island. On Policewoman, Ida Lupino appeared as a guest star in an episode of the second season, portraying the character Hilda Morris. Hilda is a con artist who becomes the subject of a police investigation. Ida Lupino continued acting through the late 1970s with her final screen role in 1979 in the film My Boys Are Good Boys. Beyond her work as an actress, she holds an important place in history as one of the first female filmmakers in Hollywood, influencing generations of actresses and directors who followed. Ida Lupino passed away in 1995 at the age of 77 after suffering a stroke while undergoing cancer treatment.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating fantastic videos like this one. Thanks again, and see you next time.